My journey through work. I love two things, business and investment. And so from primary all the way to secondary school, I was always doing something, either selling newspapers or football photos. In primary, high school, we would sell pin pops to our friends. And in university, I was always doing a business or two, trying to sell cake, happy socks, honey. And in that journey, I was in USIU Africa. I was learning so much. And I got a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it opened my mind. And there's a chapter called The Rich Invent Money, and talking about people like Warren Buffett, who are very wise, who had succeeded in investment and had changed the world by their wonderful personalities and being a force for good. And so I was very intrigued by investment, and I would study extremely hard about investment. At a point, I used to spend so much time in the library, especially in my second year, which was a period of training. In that moment, I was also buying my first shares. With a little pocket money, I was learning about investment. Over the holidays, I would actually work in businesses. I would look for business and tell them, can I work for you for free? And so I was learning, one, to invest in a business from the stock market. Number two, working in a business, one which was in the financial markets. And lastly, I was running my small businesses. So I had the experience of seeing a business in three angles, from running my own business and seeing what it requires, from working in a business that is big and seeing how the operations are, seeing the difference between sales and cash flow, and also now investing in businesses and learning what are the key businesses to invest in now from people like Warren Buffett, from my classes, how to analyze and look at financials. And that gave me a very immersive experience. And so in my last year, I was like, I need to start a club and basically learn and teach people about what I had learned, because it was a very rigorous training experience. And in that process, the club started, the USIU Investors Club, where we were now doing more trainings, bringing in guests, and I was learning even further. And so when the pandemic came, my friend told me, Clarence, can you guide me in how to invest? Because even though it was COVID time, it was the best time to invest because the markets were down, and we say there's always opportunity in adversity. And that's how I started Young Investors Africa, which is an investments training company. From one person who loved it so much to 5 people, to 10 people, to 500 people, to 1,000 people, to 7,000 people, and we're really grateful. So that's where it all started from. Young Investors Africa was created with the purpose of guiding young people to create wealth through business and through investment. And so how we guide people through investment is we have rigorous investment bootcamps, 2-week-long bootcamps, where once you have a student who wants to join us, they start from the basics. So you're learning from the basics of investment, how the markets work, key characteristics of wonderful investments, how to analyze companies, how to value companies, research, how to do research, where to go, how to buy, and so much more. And looking at shares, cryptocurrencies, looking at different types of investments like being in a circle, having money-back life insurance. What makes us so unique is that we offer experiences in the psychological kind of way, where we know that finance is not only intellectual, not only intelligence in knowing that you need to invest, but we need to get you to invest. And so we have accountability partners, we talk about investing with purpose, so we focus on your goals as a person. We have a great community that shares one another, that we share opportunities, and we also do things together. For example, last year we had a tree planting activity as a community, and that is how we operate. So we have trainings, both physical and online for our students, and even after our trainings that are 2-week long, anytime a student has an issue, they're always free to ask and they're guided. So that's how we incorporate people. So it's good for beginners, good for intermediates, and even for guys who are looking to upskill. Probably you want to learn valuation and you're good at looking at the markets. And so it's a whole immersive experience. We say we move from baby class to primary, to secondary, to university, and by the time you're finishing the program, you have a certificate to show that you graduated from a wonderful program. My mom was a bit hesitant always sending me job applications, but I had to affirm to her that I don't want to work. I want to try and run my own projects and own business, and she came to terms with it. What I love most about what I do is is that it first impacts others so positively. Hearing messages of Clarence, I'm grateful, I'm now investing, I'm excited, my money is growing, I have plans for my future, which is really exciting. Number two, it gives me so much joy, fulfillment, and utilizes my creativity, my thinking, my organization, and my leadership. So it makes me become a better person.